Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see how to use Chart Infinities desktop version. In this video we are going to cover all the options and features Chart Infinities offers. We have made another video for mobile version. You can find all the links including the link for the chart in the description below, or you can type Chart Infinities in the Google search and you'll be able to find the link at the very top in the Google search result. The chart is capable of rendering candlestick, OHLC and comparison charts for 26 plus countries. So let us go ahead and check all the options and features the chart has to offer. The best part of Chart Infinity is that it has predefined tooltip. So if you're not sure about any option, hover your mouse cursor on them and it will tell you what is it for. The very first option is to select the country. If you are visiting from a country which is already listed on the chart's country list, the country's name will be automatically selected in the drop-down. As my IP address is from India, India is already selected in the drop-down. If you click, you can see there are several countries' name listed in here. You can select them manually as per your convenience as well. The next option is to select the exchange. Once we select the country, the stock exchange will be automatically populated and we can select desired stock exchange from the drop-down. The chart offers single stock exchange for most of the countries except India and United States, where you have multiple stock exchange for selection. The next option is to select the product. Currently, Chart Infinities is capable of rendering charts for equity shares and index. Equity is an individual stock name and index is exchange index. The next option is chart type. From this drop-down, you can select what kind of chart you would like to render. You can select candlestick or OHLC for individual stocks, or you can select comparison charts where you'd be able to compare up to 5 stocks by any given value. We will come to that later. The next option is to select the frequency or interval. From this drop-down, you can select chart interval. You can select the chart interval as daily, weekly, or monthly. The next option we have to enter the stock name. In this field, you need to type the stock name or stock code and you will get a list with a similar stock name or stock code. You can select any stock by simply clicking on them. Once you select any stock name, the next box will be filled with stock code automatically. The next option we have to select the close. From this drop down, you can select chart to be rendered based on closing or adjusted closing price as per your requirement. The next option we have is to select the date. In here, either you can select predefined chart duration, which includes 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or all time. If you select all time, then the beginning date of the chart will be selected as 1st January 1990 or the date of first trading of the stock, whichever is lower. If you select custom date, you need to select start and end date for the chart from the calendar. In order to select the date, you need to click on the first box to get the calendar and select the start date. Similarly, click on the second box to get the calendar and select the end date. At the bottom of the page, we also have some buttons, so let us go ahead and learn about them. Draw chart is the submit button. Once you click on it, it will render your desired chart. The next button is reset form. If you have made any mistake or you'd like to start from the beginning, click on the button and entire form would reset as it was in the beginning. The next option is give feedback. This button was created for you, so if you have any suggestion, query or complaint, click on it and it will open up a form. You can fill up the feedback form and send it to us so we can develop the chart as per your requirement. The next option is help. If you click on help, it will open up this tutorial which you can watch and use the chart. Currently it's linked with another video for testing purpose. The last option is home. If you click on home, it will take you to Chart Infinities main page. Now let us go ahead and draw a simple candlestick chart. For this one, we are going to select India as country, NSE as exchange. We want a candlestick chart, so we are going to leave the chart type as it is. We also want a daily chart, so we are not going to change interval. Now we are going to type State Bank as we want a chart for State Bank of India. Now we have State Bank of India in the list. We can select State Bank of India either by clicking on it or by highlighting it using up and down arrow key on the keyboard and pressing the enter key. Now we want a 1 year chart, so we are going to select fixed date and select 1 year from the drop down. Now let us draw the chart. Now we have the chart for State Bank of India for 1 year, which is a candlestick chart. Chart Infinities is a JavaScript based interactable chart, so you can enlarge any portion by scrolling up or dragging the chart itself. As usual, bullish trends are marked in green, bearish trends are marked in red. Apart from normal chart features, Chart Infinities is also capable of indicating bullish and bearish kickers. The purple down arrows indicate bearish kickers and the blue up arrows indicate bullish kickers. At the bottom of the chart we have two fields, historical details and analysis. Historical details provides all necessary information about last session. It includes country name, exchange, stock code, last traded date, last traded price, change value, change percentage, open, high, low, adjusted close, previous close balance, including trade quantity and 52 weeks high and low. The chart is also capable of indicating if the last session reached 52 weeks high or low. Let us see how the historical field can show us 52 weeks high or low. If the last trading session reached 52 weeks low, there would be 3 blinking arrows in historical field, one beside stock name, one beside day low, another beside 52 weeks low. Likewise, if any stock have reached 52 week high, in that case there would be 3 green arrows in the historical field, one beside the stock name, another beside the stock day high price, another beside 52 weeks high price. The next tab is analysis, where you can find support and resistance level for next trading session, which are already calculated depending upon your chart interval selection. That means if you rendered a weekly chart, it will show support and resistance level for next week. Now let us go ahead and create a weekly OHLC chart for Facebook for 2 years. So we are going to select country as United States. We're going to select chart type as OHLC. We're going to select interval as weekly. Now we're going to type Facebook. We're leaving the close price as it is, as we want the chart to be rendered based on closing price. Now we are selecting 2 years from the drop down. Now let's draw the chart. Now we have OHLC chart for Facebook weekly wise for 2 years. The form is also capable of remembering your last choice by using cookies, so it saves the settings for 6 months, so you have to enter as less information as possible whenever you want to create a new chart. Now let us go ahead and create a comparison chart between Barclays and Standard Chartered Bank's daily change percentage. So this time we are going to select country as United Kingdom, and we are going to select chart type as comparison chart. Once we select comparison chart, 2 additional options will appear. They are compare between and compare by. Before changing them, we are going to change the chart interval as daily. Now let's go ahead and learn about compare between. We can select compare between up to 5 stocks and enter the name of the stocks. We want a comparison chart between 2, so we are selecting 2. The next option is compare by. Now we can select compare by. It consists of few options such as change percentage, change value, open, high, low, close, adjusted close, or trade quantity. Now we want a compare chart between Barclays and Standard Chartered, so we are selecting between change percentage. Now we are going to type the name of the stock, Barclays, on the first field, and Standard Chartered on the second. Once you enter the stock name, you can also select if the change percentage would be calculated based on closing or adjusted closing price from here. However, we want the change percentage to be calculated based on closing price, so we are going to select it as closing price, and we are going to select the duration as 1 year. Now let us go ahead and create or draw the chart and see how it looks like. So that was it, comparison chart between Barclays and Standard Chartered Bank for 1 year. between their change percentage on daily value. So that was the basic tutorial of Chart Infinities. Feel free to explore and use it. And if you have any feedback, please do not hesitate to share with us. We can also be reached in Twitter via handle @StockInfinities. And thank you for watching this video.